welcome, King Lizard, Xbox 360 and Forza Motorsport 4. And this is from the event list. This is an E-North Tour, E-Class North Tour. Now we're currently on Road America. I'm driving the Alfa Romeo Montreal on my own tunes. Driving against the hardest possible AI, the unbeatable AI. See how we do here. A bit of a break there into that corner, it's quite a nasty little turn. Then I've driven this car not a long time, so I can't remember exactly how it handles, so there might be the odd mistake from me as I push it to its limits. Squeeze on his inside, and it's definitely got a nice bit of power, this car. A little bit too easy really to get in first. Slowed down a little bit too much there, should have spoke too soon. Slide there, not too much. I've got the top end to stay ahead of a car right next to me, I think. Let's slide into that corner. Car in the distance starting to get away there. Got 5 laps of this. See if I can reel him in. Make some ground on him there, that's for sure. You can get this tune if you're interested from the storefront. So if you just look at my storefront, King Space Lizard, Lizzard. Find this Montreal tune up there. It's not up there, just pop me a message on the site and I'll repost it. But I'm pretty certain it is. So I tend to post on most things. Although obviously you are a bit limited to exactly what you can post. Forza 6 to come out. Hopefully Forza 6 is going to be just like Forza 4 with a massive amount of cars and content and tracks to drive. Obviously Forza 5 made right in the end still was never as big as Forza 4 though, so hopefully that's going to be the case with the next Forza. And hopefully they'll bring us back off storefront as well. That was a nice way of making some extra money and getting a bigger car collection. And I'm actually starting all over again with Forza 4. I actually have pretty much almost every car in the game. I had over 300, I think about 380, 370 cars. Lost them all due to some dodgy save issue. Tried to basically upload my save from the cloud. Couldn't find it for whatever reason, it was there, and then decided to start the game all over again and overwrote my local save. And then when the cloud became active, it overwrote my cloud save with the new one, which meant I lost absolutely everything. Unicorns galore, 8 unicorn cars, some through competitions, some through VIP. Yeah, it was pretty distraught at the time. And spent hours and hours and hours in this game. It's probably the game I've played the most in my life. Forza 4. It is a fantastic game. If you don't own it, and you've got an Xbox 360 and you like driving, although this is very simmy-based driving, it is a little arcadey, but it is a bit more for the serious drivers. But it is something you do get used to. You know, initially it will seem quite hard. Once you start tuning your own cars, or you know, even buying tunes or downloading tunes in the marketplace, there's lots of free tunes from the storefront, Forza storefront. That'll get you going. Yeah, it's a really good game to get into, and there was a ton of DLC content for this game. Hopefully it's not all still full price, it probably is though. I know there's content on this game, and the game itself probably set me back close to 100 quid, I expect, in one day. But you can pick this Forza 4 up now for another £10 brand new some places. Do be careful though, because there are two versions. There's a single disc version, you don't want that because you'll lose a lot of vehicles. Do go for the twin disc version. So all these bundle copies you see, they're single discs, so do avoid those. Okay, so not much of a lead on this second place guy, because we left the rest of the field for dead. Came off track a little bit that first time in the race. Got my first dirty lap. But yeah, this guy behind me is not too far behind, but it is unbeatable AI. So you generally find there's normally, if you do get ahead, normally you'll find there's kind of 2 or 3 cars that kind of hang quite close. Sometimes in some of the faster pace races, though, the R classes and stuff, you'll find that most of the field is on you the whole time. It's quite difficult to win races. Obviously it does help with your own tune if you've got something you've set up. But you know it's kind of trustworthy like this beast. That's the way to go. Welcome, King Lizard, Xbox 360 and Turn 10 Studios, Forza Motorsport 4. And this is the track from Road America, part of the Eventless race, North American race for E-Class cars. So I'm driving an E275 configuration of Alfa Romeo's Montreal. I think it's a 1970s car. Lots of Fords in this race alongside what I'm driving. Obviously the Road America track is something that made its way into Forza 5, quite rightly so. Something of a bit of a fan favourite. This is the mid-class track, or the mid-size version of this track. Currently fighting for first place. I'm briefly in first place there for a few seconds. I'm actually up against unbeatable AI here. I only race unbeatable AI. I find everything else too easy these days in this game. Obviously it helps if you tune your own cars and stuff to learn the game, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in this game, driving around circuits and configuring cars, it becomes quite natural to you, so you kind of need to push yourself that little bit more. It's not easy to win races with unbeatable AI by any means. It's just something that these days I feel I need to do. I do come in second and third, probably 25% of the time. There's not always a win-win scenario. But I prefer that rather than coming in first every time on a slightly lower difficulty. I don't see the point of doing that, it's just not very challenging for me. So this first place car's got quite a good lead at the moment there. I'm pushing it as hard as I can in this Montreal, learning the car as I go. This is unfortunately one of the tunes I lost when I lost all my Forza 4 save data a few years back, and I'm slowly trying to rebuild all my car collection. It's painful. Lost over 370 cars, plus configurations and tunes, paints and everything else. So real traumatic time, but slowly building my way back up to get this Eventless achievement. Now I actually won on every race before, but I never actually got the achievement for it. It seems to have bugged out on me. The one achievement I do need is to complete the Eventless, which originally was 70% of the way through, or I think it was actually 69%, it was very close to 70%. And obviously when I lost all that data, I lost all my event progress, so I'm literally starting my event progress over again, which is why I'm making some of these videos for the channel. Forza 4 is something I absolutely love as a game, one of my favourite games, and definitely something that if you own an Xbox 360 and you like driving, you should invest in. Definitely do invest in the double disc version, though don't invest in the single disc version. You'll miss out on a lot of car content if you buy these bundle copies that are floating around on eBay, or these single disc versions that are floating around. So do buy the dual disc copy. And once you've got that, there's a whole ton of DLC available on the marketplace still. I don't know how much longer it will be available. They will obviously over time take some of that stuff down. I know that the Forza 2 stuff has been long gone. I'm not sure about Forza 3, I've got a feeling some of that's gone now as well, or if not all of it. So Forza 4, I would imagine it's not going to be too long before they probably start hitting the content on that as well and stop you downloading it, so it might be the right time to invest in it if you haven't done so already, and you're not going to be switching to next generation anytime soon. That said, if you are switching to next gen and you buy Forza 5, I mean I've got Forza 5, I still play Forza 4, I love it to bits. So I managed to squeeze out in first place there. Got a bit of a lead on him now. But obviously, not too far away, we've got Forza 6 on the horizon. Turn 10's next game, which is due, I think, November or October 2015. So hopefully, they can do what they didn't do with Forza 5. Obviously, with Forza 5, they kind of made right in the long term by giving us lots of free track content. But hopefully, Forza 6 will be more the size of Forza 4 when it releases. The same number of cars and tracks and stuff. Into the final lap now. Got a pretty good lead on this car, although I'm only realistically a mistake away from losing the race. This car will overtake me very quickly if I make too many errors at the level it is. But obviously in March, the big game is going to be Project Cars, so that's something I will be adding tons of content for. To my channel. Been waiting for the release of that game since forever. Obviously really happy to see it's coming to Xbox One. I do have a PlayStation 4 as well, and I've heard that it's supposed to be better on PlayStation 4, but all of my friend set is based around the Xbox One, so that's why I'm going to be buying it on there. And obviously all the videos I post for Project Cars will be from Xbox One. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching the race. If you're not a subscriber, please take it under consideration. Remember to rate the video, and if you do subscribe and do rate videos on YouTube, please make sure your privacy settings are open so that you are sharing your settings